Spy Mat channel, welcome. Right, last night I was playing on YouTube looking at some jewellery making stuff and I found a video by this channel, Vic, V-I-K. It's quite a small channel, just 2,200 subscribers, and I don't know if it's quite new, but it's quite a small channel, but the guy is working really skillfully and what he's making looks like really perfectly made and the polishing is really good. So as usual, I had a quick flick through it, but I'll go through it properly right now and then we'll look at some other stuff he's doing as well. So yeah, let's check it out. The name of the video is, let me turn this down. Name of the video is hand making a platinum ring for a $225,000 diamond. So quite special. I can't take it, I can't take it. That music was too bad. Right, anyway, yeah, look, so it's only a short video. It's like making this whole ring in just over 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So yeah, moves along really quick. So a lot of filing, look really neatly done inside with fancy angles, like matching the facets of the stone. So really paying a lot of attention to detail. Cutting out the side, little bezels for the side stones, look. Really neatly done. Considering they're really small, they're really neatly done. Nice parallel sides, nice sharp corners. Beautiful set of dividers. I've really got to get some decent dividers. Mine are a bit crappy. Put the saw blades in, filing that angle. Notice you started off, like going back here, started off with a really thick chunk of metal that allows you to cut, for the stone to be really secure in there, nice strong ring, but then you can, gives you space to start cutting angles and stuff on the side and that. So start off with a quite a deep bit of metal, really helps you out. So where were we? Cut these out, seeing this bit, about here, dividers, yes. Working really carefully and neatly, like I can see that. Laser welder, cheater. Soldering that on. Put the claws on, hang on, let me see that. Soldered that on there. Putting these claws on. Snipped off, round wire. Really neat, look, everything. And that's nice, matching the facets so the stone will sit in there nice, really secure. Everything's all filed up really sharp, everything's just straight and nice, like really faultless so far. Going to be using the shank, obviously. That's a big chunk of metal. Why not? If you can reuse something, put it to good use, that you, a bit of old crappy stock or some old mount you're not using, or the collet's worn out but the shank is perfectly usable, why not? So obviously draw the lines on the side so he knows where to cut out. It looks like he just cut one line and then opened it up. Maybe cut a little V and start it off, but yeah, really heavy, really heavy, the shank. Let's have a look what's going on here. Doing loads of polishing, look at all these bristle brushes. This is how I make it. You do the 3 stones first, put that plate in on the bottom, see it's way too wide. Just do it massively wide on purpose, and then you just cut out what you need when that's all in position. You use that top bit as the guide for the shape of the bottom bit. There you go, so you're scratching around it, look, it's got his lines, so he knows where to cut. Look, everything's sharp, all the angles are all really good. But yeah, look, filed up all nice and straight. It's all going well so far. So that top bit wasn't in position. So that was just balancing in there then, was it? Maybe just glued it in, I don't know. But it has to be quite secure to be able to scratch around it. And like, yeah, look, it's just been held there. And it's gone again. What that's about. So careful with the dividers, nice and sharp. Cutting that out. Get it all smooth. It's really important all around the inside because you can't polish them easily at all once it's all together. So get everything really polished, everything really smooth and really polished nicely before you put it all together. There you go, soldered that in. God, this video is moving on a bit too fast. Bit of shoelace there. yeah, all looks neat, very nicely made. A whopper stone. Clearly there's a problem, like when you've got a really big center stone, the side ones are never going to be anywhere near the depth, so you end up with this massive gap underneath it. So it's important to get that center stone down as low as possible, so the point, the cule, is like obviously not touching the finger, not sticking out the bottom of the ring, but you want it as low as possible, and that just to help to reduce that gap either side, because that's a massive hole. Looking at that ring from the side, a massive hole there and there. But you kind of got to do it. That's a ball burr. Obviously that's cutting out a little groove for this stone to set in. Wouldn't have imagined using a ball burr, but also notice that, let me see his fingers here. Is this the same person doing the setting? Might be. Long dirty thumbnails, long dirty nails. Polishing, same person. I think it's the same person. The fingers look, I reckon it's a different person doing a setting. Just looking at the skin and the nails and stuff. Anyway, let's just concentrate on the ring. But yeah, I like that, because that was my experience. I was the mounter, so I'd make the mount and then it'll be passed to someone else to do the setting. So it's quite a normal scenario to people who are complaining I don't teach setting on my channel. These are, if I'm correct, this is a very sort of soft, like rubber. It's good for getting like you just filing the claw, so you just go over them with a rubber wheel. It's a bit more accurate and careful. You can be more precise with getting rid of scratches without rounding off claws where you don't want them. Because you can literally file little facets on claws for design. You don't want to lose that. So those rubber wheels are good. You can really accurately get things smooth how you want them. So that's a whopper diamond. But doing all the cutting out the shapes with a ball burr rather than little diamond setting burrs. So the final smoothing off. Look at this, let's have a look at it. So it's made, it's been set, and he's doing like final polishing now. What a whopper of a ring, really nice design. They've got these, I guess you'd have to call them trapezoid. Trapezoid shape is two parallel sides, four-sided shape, but with only two parallel sides. Basically, that's a trapezoid. So we call these trap cuts. So yeah, two parallels on a four-sided shape. I really like it. Who the hell has the money for these kind of stones? Look at it. It's so nicely made. So the finishing touches to get it really top notch is to have it perfectly polished. Not only made well, not only set well, but customers mainly see and appreciate polish. So polishing is so important to get it done really well. So all inside all has to be shiny as well. Helps the diamonds, where the diamonds sit has to be all polished out so the diamond looks its best, and then just all the bits you can see just with the eye underneath, especially with this big gap down the side. People can see in that. If it's all scratchy and liney, that's a bit disappointing on something that's going to be so expensive. So yeah, difficult to get these side bits, especially flats. Like if you attack it too hard with your bristle brushes, you can get quite liney and dippy. That's such a shame. You want it all mirror finish and just like perfectly flat. There's a lot of work in platinum, a lot of careful, attentive work as well. But I didn't see him actually putting it on a polishing motor. I actually think polishing mops do a better job. Like certainly do all the work with those small bristle brushes, but the polishing mops get it to the next level, like flat and mirror. I don't know what to tell you, really nicely made, really nicely set, really nicely polished. Clearly, this jeweller knows what he's doing. Being really critical of the design, can we see how high the stone sits? It is. Could it possibly go lower? I don't know if I can see it from the side anywhere. I won't pay attention. It's perhaps a bit high. Yeah, I think that could have come down a little bit more. I like when I make stuff, I like trying to get the point, the Q-lay of the diamond, down in between there. Obviously, not past that. You can't do that. It's a bit of a no-no. Well, it's a huge no-no. I like it when a point sits there, between there and there. That looks up a little bit, and considering the depth of it compared to the depth of these side ones, I'd be looking to reduce this gap as much as possible. So either they get set down a little bit lower on the side of the ring, like literally joined on a bit lower, and then definitely make this stone sit as low as possible. So it could have gone a bit lower, perhaps. Apart from that, being really picky, maybe these could be a little bit sharper. You know, the split shoulders. But whoever's paying for that, I'm sure will be happy with it. Come out really well. And then don't forget, we're looking at this really, really magnified here. To actually have that in your hand, looking at it with the naked eye, I think it's going to look like pretty faultless, really. Yeah, so good jeweler, Vic channel. Let me subscribe to the Vic Star. So Vic channel, let's click on about, joined 2021, 500,000 views, and then most of those views are just that one video we just looked at, 417,000. Yeah, so yeah, good channel, check it out. He's done a video on polishing platinum, so it shows how he does that. Just having a quick look at other stuff he's made. Everything looks really neatly done. Does all his cutting out with a ball burr. You notice those pliers are a bit hooked over. Alright. So set those, fold them over, file them back, polish them, shape them up with a rubber wheel. Yeah, these are a soft one. You can see it's all coming apart. Maybe it's more forgiving when you hit the diamond as well. I haven't got to worry about the diamond at all. I think the green ones are quite soft. They're like polishing. Looks like copper is pushing that over with. Manoeuvring it, get the best out of it. Look at that, it's all polished out inside. That's what I'm looking at as a jeweler. I'm trying to see how it was made and the attention to detail it was given. So seeing things all polished out, when they're clearly handmade and all polished out nicely inside, I like that. Okay, nice bit of polishing. It did all the polishing with a hand motor. I reckon he should use, this is all scratched up though. I reckon he should just finish it off with the big mops. It'll really get it to the next stage. But saying that, look alright. Okay. Another nicely made ring. Alright, cool. So I won't bother going for any more, but yeah, Vic channel, check them out. Click like, subscribe. So yeah, VIK, check it out. Click like and subscribe on his videos, helps his channel grow. And then if you wouldn't mind, click like and subscribe on my videos as well, helps my channel grow. And I hope you join me again on the next upload. See you later.